Welcome along to week 9 of the Mayo League Football Show podcast. This week we take a break from the league action and concentrate on the Connacht Gold Super Cup and the Connacht Gold Premier Cup. And it's to the Connacht Gold Super Cup that we go to first. 2 second half goals in the space of 10 minutes were enough to get Ballyglass past the challenge of Achill Rovers. A rare strike from Peter Quinn put Tom Connolly's side ahead with just under 20 minutes to go. And Keelan McDonald added a second 7 minutes later to put the game beyond the Premier Division side. Bangor Hibs gave a good account of themselves as they took on the Super League leaders Ballina Town. Mick Duffy's side progressed to the quarter-finals with a 5-2 win. Benny Lavelle once again did the damage as he hit a hat-trick, with the other goals coming from Fabiano Macario and a late strike from substitute Luke Honan. Tommy Conroy scored a brilliant solo goal for Hibs and Michael Ducey got their second midway through the second half.
Yeah, hard enough challenge, alright. Yeah, it's a difficult place to come, and Bangor made it fair play to them. They made it a good battle, but just happy to get through to the next round, and we got game time for guys that maybe mightn't have been playing as much, so we're very happy.
Another hat-trick for Binny. He's really firing in the goals this year.
Oh yeah, he's very sharp, and himself and Dylan McKee. Dylan doesn't get the goals, but his work rate is phenomenal. So the two of them are working really well together. So. And then you have Luke coming in as well, Luke Honan, and he's got a great finish there towards the end, so we're really strong in that department, so we're very happy.
Claremorris welcomed Derek Glynn back into the first team, and the former League of Ireland striker was the star of the show, hitting a hat-trick in a 4-0 win over Eris Ainthia. A free kick from Danik Broderick was the other goal for Mark Peters' side, as they proved much too strong for a battling Eris outfit.
How do you think the game went today, Danny?
The game, I suppose we started well. Looking at it, Claremorris perspective, we started well the first 10. We got our foot in the ball, we moved it well. I suppose getting the ball out wide and playing in between the lines, we done very well. The first goal came was a free kick, and I suppose you could say it was against the run of play. Eris had a fair share of their amount of possession in the in and around, we'll say, the middle of the first half. But thankfully we got the goal to break the duck, and I think from then on, with Derek being up top, Derek in a 1v1 situation, you wouldn't like any other man up there. But Derek just slapped them away, and thankfully we went in 3-0 at half time.
And a hat-trick for Mr. Glynn again.
Yeah, he's if there's any man, he's run it down through the years. If there's any man that you need in front of goal, it's Derek, and again he just showed his class.
Glenhest Rovers were knocked out of this season's Tui Cup on Thursday night by Con Rangers, and it took only 3 days for Rovers to get their revenge, with a deserved 2-0 win at Mount Falcon. Carl Chambers gave Glenhest the lead after his powerful shot was way too much for Brian McMahon in the Rangers' goal. Glenhest had chances to double their lead, but McMahon made some excellent saves to keep his side in the game. The pressure eventually paid off in the second half when a Chambers free kick was saved by McMahon, but Chris Rowland was the quickest to react to neatly finish at the near post.
Yeah, it was a solid performance now today. We knew after Thursday night we lost on penalties. It was hard luck now. We had a chance to win the game, but that's the joys of penalties. It's anyone's game. But we had a game plan today. Said they weren't going to do what they done Thursday night, and the lads from fair players, and they pulled that off. And good solid win today. Now next round in the cup, whenever that's on.
A good goal from Cahill and a nice finish from Chris in the second half as well.
Cahill scoring a lot of goals this season now. We're creating a lot of chances today. But the main thing was come out here to win, and we get back into league action next weekend again, and keep going to the top of the table, put the pressure on the teams that are around us again.
Thank you.
Castlebar Celtic put in the performance of the weekend as they put 11 goals past fellow Super League high flyers Straden Foxford United at Celtic Park. Celtic's Jason Hunt scored 4 first half goals, while Colm Nevin and Gerard Boyle also hit hat-tricks for Michael McNicholas's side. Stevie Gavin got their other goal for the penalty spot, while Straden Foxford's solitary reply came from Simon Helly. Westport United put a bad week behind them as they made it through to the quarter-finals with a 1-0 win over Manila. After back-to-back league defeats, the home side responded in a cohesive first-half performance, with the winning goal coming just before the 20-minute mark. Darren Brown scored his third goal in as many games as he turned Mikey O'Brien's right-wing cross into the net. Westport signed Thierry Baba this week, and his introduction to the defence could prove to be a big factor in how the rest of the season pans out for the champions.
Yeah, it was a good performance from the lads, and it was good to be back out there playing with the boys. And 1-0 win, clean sheet for me was the objective. We got that, so I was happy out.
And Manila Usually a hard game for us. They got a few decent results. They beat us in another cup competition a few weeks back.
Yeah.
So it was important to kind of run over them, and important to get back to win and raise again following their 2 defeats.
Yeah, definitely. We knew they were going to be a physical team, you know. John, the manager, told us from the start, you know, they were going to come at us and they were going to be physical, so we needed to match them, and we did. And yeah, the boys did a fantastic job, you know. It was my first game back in a while, and it felt good to get a good few touches, and you know, the boys are fantastic, so shout out to the team, definitely.
Yes, and it's brilliant to get the first win on your debut, and hopefully you'll be getting plenty of more victories with the red and black. You'll be looking forward to more games for the club, surely.
Oh yeah, definitely. I'm looking forward to playing more games, you know, getting back up to full fitness and just giving everything for the team. And yeah, great new jersey, and
yeah,
looking forward to the season for sure.
And finally, the lads are saying that you must do an initiation song for them. So any song you have for the lads?
Oh, the lad. It's probably going to be John Legend, All of Me, I'd say. That's my #1 song, so
yeah,
I'll have to do that for the lads.
Yes, you'll have to do it in the dressing room sometime anyway.
Definitely,
yeah.
Looking forward to that.
Best of luck with West United, and many more good games from the red and black.
Thanks very much, thank you.
The shock of the round came at the Sports Park as Westport United B knocked out Super League side Ballyhane with a 3-2 win in extra time. On paper, there only looked like one outcome in this game, as Ballyhane came up against a side still looking for their first points of the season in the Premier Division. Westport took the lead through Pádraig Folan before Ballyhane scored twice to leave Super League side ahead at the break. Westport levelled matters once again as Folan crossed for Mark McNally to head home and send the game into extra time. Westport eventually put the game to bed to pick up a big win for Ray McLaughlin's side. And now we take a look at the Connacht Gold Premier Cup. Serial Cup finalists Ballyhonnestown took the first step as they progressed to the next round of the Connacht Gold Premier Cup with a 4-0 win over Killala at Station Rise. Tommy Page's side got back to winning ways after last weekend's disappointing draw with Ballyglassby in the league. Keith Robinson scored twice, and the other 2 goals coming from Deo Addicks and Gary Higgins. Castlebar Celtic B got their first win of the season as they came from behind to get the better of Newport Burrishoole in a 4-3 win on Saturday evening. After going in 3-1 behind at the break, they put in a brilliant second half performance to progress to the next round. Man of the match Dara Singh scored twice, while Trevor Dempsey and player manager Brian Mannion were also on target for Celtic. Kilmore needed a penalty shootout to get past the challenge of Hollister, as goalkeeper Gary Keane was a hero, saving 4 penalties. Jamie Flannery gave Kilmore the lead in the first half with a brilliant chip over the Hollister keeper. Hollister equalised midway through the second half, but Kilmore did come close on 2 occasions as Niall Cawley and Sean Brogan both hit the woodwork. And Keane saved a late penalty to keep the sides level at full time. The tie was settled by the dreaded penalty shootout, and Kilmore progressed with Dylan McAndrew hitting the winning penalty after Keane had saved 3 of Hollister's efforts. League 1 side Manula B were way too strong for Premier League side Fahy Rovers. Fahy went 1-0 up thanks to a Kevin Concannon penalty before Manula hit back to take the lead. Shortly after, Concannon got his second from the penalty spot. Manula then took control of the game to lead 4-2 at the break. 2 goals from Desi Campbell and goals from Mark Mongan and Paddy Canavan set Manula on their way to an impressive win. Campbell completed his hat-trick as his well-struck free kick went through the Fahy wall and eased his side into the next round.
To get a win in there, lads put it in. It's tough going on that disaster pitch, which is actually beautiful. Well done to the Mayo League for having it so well. Pushing on to the next round. Looking forward to that. It's not a cup we're actually totally pushing for at the moment, but the league and the other cup are the ones that we want. But it's great to get this is a bonus win for us today, so we want to push on from there.
Nice to get a hat-trick as well. You score a lot of goals up here, so it's another 3 added to that total today.
We've got 1 or 2 here and there, right? Yeah, it's good to get a few goals today. So it's just my second game this year, so I don't get a chance actually to train with the lads or nothing, so it's nice to get a run out to that.
In the Ballina derby, Ballina Town B were way too strong for Ballina United. Goals from Jordan Delaney and another from top scorer Dale Hopkins were enough to get the better of the battling United outfit. And finally, before we go, a big congratulations to the Under-12 Mayo team who won the SFAI Under-12 Interleague Cup this week. Congratulations guys, and well done. And there it is, all the action from the first round of the Connacht Gold Super Cup and the Connacht Gold Premier Cup. Next week, all teams return to league action. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you then.